was a little weird being in the presence of Tupac, and we're very similar. Similar to the point where we almost clashed. Both Geminis, and it was almost like 4 people being in a room. I was born on an odd day, the 27th, and he was born on the 16th, which equals to 7, an odd day, and we were odd. I got a chance to go to his house a few months before he passed on, and it was weird. It was a very weird experience because everything that was in my cabinets was in his cabinets, down to the seasonings in the kitchen, you know, the types of food that we ate, the pot set, the chairs that we sat in. I look at the way his life was, and I don't know, I see a lot of that in me.
All right. I just gotta tell you that I had a real frightening dream last night. I dreamed that I woke up and I looked at the sun and it was like 1/4 of the size of the earth. That's how big it was. And you know what? I asked you. I said, Kurt, is that the sun? Because it almost looked like the moon, but it was bigger than you've ever seen the moon or the sun or anything before. And he said, yeah, that's the sun. We're in trouble. Let me tell y'all something about the water here. The water that you see coming out, going into that tank over there, is coming out the ground. Now, that's natural water, and it's very, very high in minerals. It has a pH balance of 8.9, I think. I think it's 8.9. That's high for a pH balance. You know what I mean? Like 7 is neutral. Anything above 7, what it starts doing, it starts killing bacteria and everything. So, water is good for you, you know, so you need to take advantage of the water while you're here for 30 days. Because when you get back home, the first time I came out here and went back home, I could smell the chlorine in the water, the fluorine, whatever they put in the water, you could smell it, you know, just from having been out here and taking a break from it. Mm-hmm. And it actually burned my skin. You know, that's how sensitive, once you get out here and start cleansing, and that's how sensitive you're going to get to all that stuff when you get back to the States. All right. This is how a group can sell 10 million records and be broke. And everyone, get ready to do your math. Okay. Here are 100 points on the album. TLC had 7. Every point is equal to 8 cents. All right? 7 times 8, 56 cents. That means every time an album gets sold, TLC gets 56 cents. So 10 million records, $5.6 million. Seems like a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money when the record company has spent $3 million to record your album. And in the record business, we pay all costs back to the record company. We pay recording costs, video costs. So now we have $2.6 million left. Well, guess what? When you have that much money, you're in about the 47, 48, 49% tax bracket. So that immediately gets deducted to $1.3 million. Then you split the rest 3 ways. You got about $300,000, if that much. Okay? $300,000. I can buy a nice house with that. And what am I going to pay my bills with? Apples, kiwi, grapes, watermelon, nectarine. The most important thing in life is to have a very good diet. Get rid of the meat. Get rid of the sugar. And please get rid of the sodas.
So baby, tell me what's up. Can we ascend to higher heights, and when the path gets rough, we can give into brighter nights, breathe with peace, expound by leaps and...
Hold up, man. It is the mastermind. So Lisa Lopez, other known as Left Eye, she born in 1971. She passed away 2002. This one gonna be a very interesting video. So watch the full video. Remember to drop a like. So they say she passed away in a car accident in Honduras. Funny story is that she's the only one, I believe, died in that accident. 4 other persons got injured and was hospitalized. And they say she was trying to avoid a truck and all, right? But I feel like it was more to her situation. By the way, for those who do not know, she was a part of TLC, the biggest American girl music group in history. Do your research. TLC ain't no normal group, man. They were very, very, very big. very, very, very broke. Think about it. They got exploited. But listen, man, Lisa Lopez, other known as Left Eye, she was exposing a lot going on in the industry. And also she was exposing how to take care of your body and, how to live longer and be happier. And she was a threat because at that time, the agenda was very strong, where it was like the beginning of a new era where they were pushing, the destruction of men, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, through music, through food, through health. And she was going against that program. So she was a big threat. So I feel like they take her up, man. I feel like it was well orchestrated. I say don't trust no one in the car. Someone might set it up. Someone might, pull some string. You never know, man. It's a wicked world we live in. Remember, we know that these things going on for sure. People be set up. People got take out many times through fake stage car accident. So you gotta know, man, anything is possible. You gotta have an open mind when you see and hear these things, man, and know that these things are very much possible. And as I said, man, with the way she was living, man, she was a threat. So she was an enemy and a target to many powerful people. So I don't put it past the idea to say they wouldn't try to take her out, man. Just think about it, man. Just think about it, man. Remember, drop a like and subscribe. It is T Mastermind. See y'all later.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez, 3 years into her contract, she's pointing out 3, okay? So 3 years into her contract, she is basically telling me that they switched the rules on her and she became one of them. She's showing me that her eyes were shut and she wore blinders. She wants to point that out. Left eye covered. Y'all know what that means. She's pointing that out. That happened 3 years into her working with TLC or going up on the road. Maybe she was with another band over here. And the 3rd year into her professional music career, which I'm seeing started like pretty young as a teenager, the 3rd year into it where she was known in bands for singing, out came the left eye, okay? So when you see that, that was what she was running away from. That's what she was trying to atone for. That's what she was changing in her life. She was changing that expression. So she was moving in a different direction, okay? And they did not want her doing that. They really didn't want her doing it. So part of her was like, my eyes were closed, and then they were open, and then I went to Honduras. So she went to Honduras actually to ask for help to raise her soul so that she wouldn't be caught in that negative karma she felt, and that's what she was trying to do. She totally slammed the door on Hollywood or the entertainment industry, or however you want to word that, the music industry. Slammed that door shut and said, absolutely no way, I am not doing that. Shut it down, no talking, no, is what she's saying. Just absolutely no, and went about her business. She really wanted to do something different. This is what she's saying, okay? So she did not want to be part of that group.